copy of the sheet and then modify the new sheet. So to make a duplicate copy, you just left click and hold down on the sheet like you are going to drag it over the right, then hold down the control key on the keyboard and let's go to the left mouse button. That will make a duplicate copy on the sheet. Okay, so now we just modify this pivot table. Our other pivot table is still intact. So now I want to see a report that show my sales by product category. Okay. Sales by category. Okay, I just changed the tab name. So now I am going to remove salesperson out of the rows. Okay, rows area, and you will see that update the pivot table. So the thing in the pivot table is sum of revenue and shown up here. Okay, so now I add the product category into my pivot table. So I am going to find category here. Okay, where is the category? Yes, and in the list drag into the rows area. Rows area, and now that's added all of our product categories. Yes. So I also want to sort this, so I am going to right click here. Okay, go to sort largest to smallest. Sorry, just click here, largest to smallest. Yes. Now I want to make a duplicate copy. You just left click and hold down on the sheet like you are going to drag it over the right, then hold down the control key on the keyboard. Let's go the left mouse button. That will make a duplicate copy. Yes. Now I am going to put unit price here in the values area. That's going to give me the sum of unit price. Okay, unit price. Yes, values. Yes, I got it. I want to see the average unit price, so I am going to right click here and go to the values field, average. So right click here and values field setting. Now this window there is some different matrix option, and I am going to calculate the average instead of sum. So I am just going to click average and click OK. Yes, that's showing us average until price now. Sorry, that showing us average unit price now. Now we just take the quantity field and put it the values area, and we have a sum of quantity values areas. Okay, Now we can calculate how many order we sold for each of the categories. So again, I am going to take the quantity field and drag into the values areas. Instead of sum, actually we want to count, so I am going to value field setting and now I am going to choose count from the list and then click OK. Yes, so now that's showing me the count of order or the count of rows in my data set. Okay, for other calculation we just make a copy the same way. Okay, I have removed count of quantity. Yes, count of quantity, sum of revenue, average unit price. Okay, I want to calculate that as a percentage of our total revenue, and you can quickly do that with the pivot table. So I am going to add some revenue field into add our revenue field into the value area. Again, that just created sum of revenue. This time I am going to right click and go to the value field setting and show values as a tab here, and now we are going to choose calculation as a percentage of grand total. Okay, percentage of grand total, and click OK. You can see now that automatically created. We are now going to find out who's selling in the categories. I find my salesperson field here. I am just going to drag it into the rows area, and now it automatically calculated. I have already created few pivot table in chart in this workbook, and then we are going to add some more pivot table and chart and ultimate create our dashboard. In this pivot table that I have added region into the field box, so you can see that up here and filter area allow you to filter the entire pivot table for whatever item you selected in this filter here. So if you want to see all the sale for east region, okay, east region, now the pivot table is filtered for the east region. Okay, so I make a duplicate copy. Just hold down the Control key when you can drag it over, and instead of region here in the rows areas I want to add order date, so I am going to take order date and drop into the rows areas. Order date here in the rows areas, and see that added basically arrow for every day. So person remove. We want to see this every month and year, so go to the analyzed. Okay, go to the analyzed and select here and go to analyzed. In the option tab on the review and click the group field button. That will bring up these windows. Bring up this window. I also notice that So we want to group by month and also want to group by year. Month and year. Then click OK. So now you can see we have a much chart that's much easier to read because we have a group our date by month and year. Okay, the other chart I want to show you how to create a distribution chart. So I am going to back my source category. The other chart I want to show you how to create is a distribution chart. So I am going to back source category, source product category again. I am going to make a duplicate copy. We don't need filter as well as we are just going to start blank here. Just blank here. Okay, I am going to find the revenue field in the list here and I am going to drag it into the rows. Revenue. Okay. So now that's going to basically list all our revenue amount. I want to do it group this field, so I am just going to click by any cell and go to the right click and select group. That will bring up the window. Now we want to group by amount of this is showing as our minimum amount on our maximum amount that we want to group by 1000. So we will just leave it at the default setting and click OK. So next thing I want to do is take the revenue field again and drag it into the values areas that created a amount of revenue for each of the bucket. So now I am just going to insert a new sheet and click the new sheet button. So I am just click this sheet here, click this and fill up with a gray color so our chart stand out at dashboard little. Okay, page layout, grid line view off. Now I am going to each sheet and basically copy the dashboard. So you can select the chart, right click and copy, then go to the dashboard and paste it here. Alright, I just copied all my chart into the dashboard. So I just copied all of my chart into the dashboard. I am going to show you a few little formatting tricks and then we will add the slicer. First thing I am going to do is hold down the Ctrl key, just scroll down with a mouse to zoom out a little so we can see it all. You will notice that all these charts are different sizes, so I want to make all the same size. I like to size this chart here. So if I go up to the format tab on the bottom of the ribbon and I can see the size here is 2 and 3.5. Okay. So I want to make all the other chart same size, 2 and 3.5. Okay, so let's add our slicer. So I am going to select the first uh, cells by salesperson, and go to insert, slice, click here, slicer, and select salesperson and region. Okay, I got to slicer. So basically these are connected to the cells uh, by salesperson chat. If we want to click any other option, then the slice. So okay, if we click here, it will change here. Okay, we can connect with other charts. So just click here and go to report connection and all. Click OK. Also do it in region. So report connection. Click OK. 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 Then now you can see that if I click here, things change. Click north. So after changing this, all entire row will change. Thank you for watching this video and bye bye.